me, your life and all the experiences you have, especially after your memories were erased, they are nothing but a sham. They are not real. They are a lie. They do not represent reality. They do not show you what really happened, because this is another one of this sick, or this is another part and was another part of the sick game that these people, they abused children, then drugged them, and then acted around them as if nothing happened. I mean, as if they would be all friends and so on. So it is really some scary stuff happened in Austria. This is hideous what happened in Austria. And they acted around you as if everything would be fine, as if you would be friends and so on. So it is scary how sick and depraved this family truly are, and then they don't have any moral conscience or whatsoever. They do what they think they are entitled to do. This is hideous. This is indeed hideous, and then you have to deal with this, and you assume, I mean, what went through the mind of these people while they did it, while they destroyed the lives of many, while they destroyed your life. I mean, this is again back where you, as a victim, deal with your trauma, where you ask yourself, why me? Why did they do this to me? Couldn't I have had just a normal life? I mean, this is hideous. This is indeed hideous. And again, what's left is hatred. And if I see one of them, and if I see one of this fucking family, I'm really struggling to keep things together. This is how much I hate them. This is how much I despise them. And nothing is going to change that. I mean, these despicable people, and they are truly despicable, and they walk around, I mean, without any moral conscience, nothing. No, this is hard. This is really hard to go through it all. What a mess we are, It is indeed a mess, what this is all about. Well, struggle, this is what it is. Life is all a struggle, and I've not known anything else than struggle. You only have experienced your life through this. I mean, this is not something you should be proud of. Of course, there were some who will come along and maybe quote Nietzsche and say, what didn't kill me made me stronger. No, this is crap. This is bullshit. Most of the time, if you're a victim of abuse, you think that something in your life is missing, as if you haven't been betrayed of something great, of your humanness, of your humanity, of your human conscience, that this was robbed from you, that you have been deceived of this. This is, I think, heavy and very, 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 very difficult to deal with. And everyone who tells you that revenge and vengeance does not give you justice, this person has no idea. Well, it gives you justice. It gave me justice when this scumbag died, and all these abusers. It relieves you, because you somehow think that this person lives along, continues his life as if nothing happened, enjoys his life as if nothing happened, that this person even thinks or has this mindset that he or she could get away with it, and it gives you satisfaction and the notion of justice that these people have met their end, because or else it would have been probably unbearable for you to some sort of having to think about it every day, that these people live on, continue living, even joyous or enjoying their lives, and after yours and the lives of many have been ruined. I mean, this is I think way more harder to deal with than anything else. This is I think the worst thing, the worst part of it. So it relieves you in that sense. So revenge, it indeed relieves you, no matter what people say. It is really some sort of hatred. It's some sort of relieves your hatred. Whatever it is, I mean, it is. We'll see. I mean, this is where this all has led to. I mean, this is, if you think about all what happened. I mean, if you think about the hell you went through and you tried to make sense of it. I mean, this is so mind-boggling that this happened. I mean, in plain sight. I mean, everyone knew about it. No one did anything against it. I mean, and everyone even tried to find excuses for them, as if this would be the normalst, as if this all would be normal, that some people take fake IDs, sneak in to a school, pretend to be teachers, and then abuse children. I mean, as if this would be normal, and you saw a lot of, and you heard and saw a lot of people, especially from the left, who try to excuse them and their behavior. Yeah, well, what should they do, and so on. I mean, this is so sick. This is so depraved, and you can't wrap your head around it. You still think to yourself, I mean, this is the world we live in. I mean, this is the savage world we live in. And what is this all about? I mean, what is going on in this world? I mean, this is something which is very difficult to deal with. I mean, and again, it all comes down to you thinking about it. Well, they did it probably only because they thought that my life and the lives of all these others, they're not worth anything. They probably thought that we were only like case, that we would only be low lives, and what happens of it. I mean, all these years, I mean, I wasn't able to speak out against it. I mean, you could not stop it. I mean, a lot of people's lives were destroyed, and you could not stop it. You could not do anything against it. I mean, this is sickening. It is maddening, and this happened in front of everyone. And the worst thing is then later, years later, even decades later, when it all came out. I mean, the worst thing was that these abusers, that these pedophiles, they had a lot of supporters, people who would do anything for them, who even accused them, and this went up to Hollywood, and all these scumbags who could apparently find words, soothing words, for these peoples, as if we would as if we would or we should try to understand them. I mean, these sick people, after what they did, I mean, this is maddening, and this is again something political, and you have to ask yourself, would they have defended them? Would they have spoken in favor of them? Would they have some sort of try to speak for them in public, try to excuse their behavior if they weren't being left? I mean, this is something which you some sort of got the notion of, that the only reason why these pedophiles were excused was because they were from the left, because their fellow party members try to do everything to excuse them. This is I think this was the worst stuff of it all. So and all these things you have to go through. Yeah, this is struggling in that sense. What it was, and you some sort of assume that moral values, conscience, or even ethics, they do not work anymore. They are not applicable anymore. So it is rather important which party you belong to, which political affiliation you have. This is, I think, in our time more and more the dominant form. So no matter what someone did or what this person committed, if this person is a member of your political clique, of your political party, you will do anything to defend this person, no matter how hideous this person's crimes are. This is what has shown itself. This is what was proven in the media and so on. And this is, I think, sad. This is some sort of the death of humanity. What the worst thing that you come along and say, yeah, well, some of these victims, they deserved it. I mean, this is maddening. This is sad. Huh? And this in times of Me Too movement and the left, and they all went on the streets and they protested and they went all on the barricades and so on, and then they come along and say, yeah, well, some of these victims, they apparently deserved to be ruined. Their lives apparently was destined to be destroyed. I mean, this is something, again, you have to deal with, and this again is something you think a lot about it, about what means life, and again about the value of your life. I mean, what is your life worth, or how do other people see you? As if are they allowed to destroy your life and so on? Do people assume that that your life would be worthless, so that others can destroy them? I mean, this is maddening. This is indeed despicable and fucking maddening. Again, and then again, you are left with hatred. There is nothing else than hatred. You can't have anything but hatred. This is what it is. Hatred reigns your life. Hatred reigns my life. I mean, how can you think any different if some people assume that you are not worth anything, and that who gives a shit whether your life was ruined or not? I mean, it is all maddening, and still it is all in my thoughts over and over again. So this was for today. I mean, I will stop here. So.